people in
Thumb drive. Thumb drive. Woo! What's up, Blerd Squad? We're back with another episode of Blerd Up Reacts, where we watch and react to the latest and greatest in movie, TV, and gaming. I'm your host for today, Killer Cam, and I am so excited. I'm finally getting to check out The Batman, directed by Matt Reeve, starring Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz. We got Colin Farrell in the mix. It's just a slew of a bunch of people that I'm really excited about performing in this movie. I first saw the trailer for this flick. So I think we got a teaser 2 years ago at DC Fandom, which Mo and I were super excited about. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to check this out in the movie theater. If you've been watching this channel, you know that I'm going through a whole house renovation right now, which leaves my free time a little bit on the slim side. So excited to be checking it out today. Before we jump into this movie reaction, though, I want to send a shout out to my little sister, Monique. My new nephew is almost here, and I just want to make sure that we all give her a shout out and let her know that we are thinking of her. Also, I want to give a shout out to RJ over at the Silver Site. He's been filling in for Mo on our Peacemaker series, and that's much appreciated. So if you hadn't had the opportunity yet, please make sure you head over to the Silver Site and check out RJ, and then also definitely subscribe. We do live recaps of the Moon Knight series every weekend, so if you want to be in on that conversation, that's the best place to check it out. Now, again, I am going to tell you guys, because I'll be looking at our analytics and we get good numbers, but our subs, our viewers, man, come on, man. If you've been to the channel that many times, you should just subscribe. So again, please do me a favor. If you're digging a reaction, hit the like button. If you want to stay up to date with other reaction series, hit the subscribe button since you keep coming back. And then also, not for nothing, you guys, drop down in the comments, stop by, let us know you're here so you can be heard. We love interacting with you guys. So don't ever feel like you can't drop down there and speak your mind. In a respectful manner, of course. Now, another twist I'm going to add to this movie reaction. I'm going to call it an elevated movie reaction. You can pick that apart in your brain however you want to. However, I will say that tomorrow is 420. So this should be fun, you guys. Are you ready for The Batman? I'm ready. You ready? Let's go.
Salvatore Maroni case was the biggest drug bust in city. I'm not saying there isn't work to do. I have a beautiful wife and
Nobody asked you that. Sorry. How do you not feel someone behind you looking at you? There's somebody behind you. We're in front of you now. Look. All right, here we are. You guys, let me tell you this movie is supposed to be hella violent, and that's what really drew me to it, because I've been waiting for a dark Batman movie, a really dark Batman movie. So glad we're getting it now. Yeah, I was looking for my boy. Here you go.
Please don't hurt me.
He ain't gonna hurt you, bitch. All right. So far, I think we're off to a good start. I have thoroughly enjoyed this first 12 minutes of this movie, and I feel like it's only gonna get better.
whoa. Police action.
He's with me, officer.
That's right, Commissioner Gordon.
You got hit a lot of times.
So he decided to use duct tape to put his head back together? Like...
No.
Oh, Jesus. This must be a favorite night of the year, huh, pal? Happy fucking Halloween.
Nah, go eat a dick, man.
I wish I could say I'm making a difference, but I don't know.
All right, so Batman was already kind of like dark and brooding. But Robert Pattinson pretty much embodies all of that. So I can't wait to get further into this movie. to kind of really look at his performance. And then also, I just want to shout out Jeffrey Wright, one of my favorite actors. He's playing Commissioner Gordon. So
Push myself.
and I like how they're blending Chicago and New York together, basically, to create Gotham City. So
I can't change things here. I don't care what happens to me.
That's all I'm afraid of.
Alfred, stop. You're not my father.
come on, son.
I'm well aware.
That's the meanest thing you could say to someone who cares about you and who's raised you, whether biologically or not biologically a parent. That's not nice. It's not nice. Ooh, that's how his thumb got cut off.
What are we looking for?
Thumb.
Report. U.S.
Thumb drive. Thumb drive. Woo!
Thumb drive. Jesus.
It's
It's encrypted. Try this.
his thumbprint. Blech. Like, don't y'all watch TV? That was light work. Come on. I'm also enjoying the way that Batman seems to not have any fucks to give. He goes where he wants and does what he wants, and if you're standing in his way, he will move you.
It's okay, baby. It's the vengeance here. Yeah, you don't bite. Come on.
Oh, that's not your man, is it? No, she just works there. Selena, you being way too obvious. Up.
Let me know if there's anything else I could do.
Yo, the prosthetic on Colin Farrell, that shit's immaculate. That is immaculate. It looks so realistic. All right, Perv, knock it off. All right, she's donned the suit. I'm really digging this. Even the soundtrack is very reminiscent. The I guess this is Catwoman's theme is very reminiscent of Tim Burton. Are you kidding me?
Give me that.
Consul, Monica.
Oh man,
He hurt her? That's why he killed him?
What? Just give me the good thing.
trafficking.
Let's go talk to her.
No, there's no sexual tension. What are you talking about? This is how I really like how they've really leaned into Catwoman's origin story. Well, the part where she's a thief, of course, and actually giving her like real burglar tools versus
Honey! Baby!
wow, versus using her nails all the time. Oh, oh.
Till our day of judgment, when the truth about our city will finally be unmasked.
Commissioner Savage.
Wow.
Follow the maze until you find the rat. Bring him into the light, and you'll find where I'm at. Come on.
So like follow the clues. The clues is the maze, which leads you to the rat.
That's the DA, Gil Colson.
And he's coming over. You happy?
Talk to him.
Oh man.
There was a rat informant. It's gonna come out. And when it does, this whole city's gonna come apart.
Okay, I don't want to hear this. This is the kind of pillow talk that got that Russian girl disappeared.
Hey,
Carmine Falcone.
been a long time since I seen you down here. How you been?
Now in the comic book, she used to steal for him, so it would make sense that there's some interaction. And then even with the soundtrack, it's like they took the notes to Ave Maria and then skewed them to make it more ominous. What the fuck is he doing? What is he doing?
I'm fairly certain this translates to you are El Rata Elada.
You're the flying rat.
Stool pigeon.
Where are your cufflinks?
I can find.
You can't go out like that.
See, look at that. Alfred is like the best, man. That's your wingman right there. He always gonna have your back.
Your father gave them to me.
Yeah, don't ever shit on Alfred, man.
Hey, Mr. Wayne.
Oh shit, what's happening? It might have a bomb in it. Y'all need to run. He's got a bomb in his mouth. What's on his neck? Why aren't y'all standing there looking? I'm sorry for yelling.
The guy's gonna get himself killed in there.
No, you are gonna get yourself killed out there. He's fine.
Can we get somebody out here? This thing's gonna kill me.
Shut up! You hear me?
Yo, this dude crazy.
If you are justice, what is the price for your blind eye?
Oh God, bribes!
He's asking how much it costs for you to turn your...
Right, not the actual word.
Tell us which vermin you're paid to protect.
But if I give over that name, I have family, people I love. They'll kill.
Oh man.
So much bigger than you could ever imagine.
Yo.
You have any idea what kind of trouble you're in? You could be an accessory to murder.
The fuck off me. What? Whoa.
Back off!
Great, now I got you on assaulting an officer.
You put your hands on him first. Did Batman just gasp? Yo. Woo, shit. Oh, shit. Sorry, you guys, if I keep yelling like that. That shit hurt. It looked like it hurt.
You know, I would love to sit and go over every gory detail with you, that boy, but those assholes are coming back.
Hey, Vincent! You think you can come after my money, huh?
He is not there. Arr. Oh man. Oh my god, when you hear engines like that, when they rev up, I don't know, it's like if I feel it in my chest, I get it's like an adrenaline rush. Damn. Absolutely not.
I got you!
Hey, got you, motherfucker. Man. Okay. Y'all, that had to be probably one of my favorite chases in a long time, and I've seen a lot of Fast and Furious movies, but this shit just got me on a whole other level.
You got any idea what Colin Falcon would do to me? You heard this kind of talk?
Maybe we can talk about what they did to my partner's face.
Holy God, what are you showing me? His head. Come on!
You are El Rata Alada.
You are El Rata that says that?
Why? You got something to tell us?
Yeah!
It's like the worst Spanish I ever heard.
What?
It's
La.
Jesus. Look at
That's probably on purpose, though.
El Rata.
URL. Ah, I didn't catch that one. Don't. Go answer the phone, Alfred.
I need to speak to Alfred.
Oh, Mr. Wayne,
Something terrible is gonna happen.
I'm afraid it already has, sir.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh. So what was the renewal of front for? That's what we need to figure out. Or how did it get corrupted, and why does he think, or was Thomas Wayne really involved in it?
Owes me that money.
He owes you.
Yeah, and a lot more.
No, really.
You know what? I can't even talk to you.
No. I want to know why a guy like Falcone would owe you anything.
Because he's my father!
Whoa!
Just don't make any moves without me, understand? It's a lot more dangerous than you know.
I can take care of myself.
All right, so I'm really loving this interaction because it is reminding me of their interactions in the comic book and from the Batman animated series, the Catwoman, Batman, Selena, Bruce love story.
Carmine, I want you to put the fear of God in this guy. Your father wanted me to handle it, so I did.
I doubt he wanted you to kill him.
You thought your father was a Boy Scout. This reporter was a lowlife. He was on Maroney's payroll. Maroney was worried that your father would be in my pocket. He would have done anything to keep him from becoming mayor.
You saying Salvatore Maroni got my father killed?
I'm just saying it sure looked that way to me.
That's kind of jacked up, though, for him to learn about this stuff about his father by these means, but I guess it is what it is. Come on, wake up, buddy. Wake up, Alfred.
I spoke to Carmine Falcone.
He told you Salvatore Maroni.
And my father killed. Why didn't you tell me all this? Years believing that he was a good man.
He was a good man. He made a mistake.
A mistake?
He was protecting your mother. And in a moment of weakness, he turned to Falcone, but he never thought Falcone would kill that man. He told Falcone he was going to the police, that he would confess everything. That night, your father and your mother were killed. It was my job to protect them.
Don't be sorry, Alfred.
Go. That was a really nice scene. A really, really nice one. Actually, probably my favorite from the movie so far.
Hey, I saw the signal. That's not you?
Thought it was you.
I found him!
I see that.
He had my shit, my phone. She left a message the night they took her. She called me.
Gordon! Help me out, man! She got my gun!
Here, listen.
Please don't hurt me, please.
Don't be scared.
Come here. Said you gave some information and some drop sting. That's how he became mayor.
Wow.
Rada, Lada.
It's Falcone.
The Falcon has wings, too.
Ah.
Falcone is the rat.
Through renewal. Renewal is everything.
The renewal fund.
Yeah. After Thomas Wayne died, they all went after it like vultures. So we orchestrated a play to take Maroni down big. He brought out his drops operation. Falcone's mayor. He's been the mayor for the last 20 years.
Listen to me. Don't throw your life away.
Don't worry, honey.
Got 9 of them.
I got 9 of them.
Bring the rat to the light.
All right. So Falcone is the guy, basically, which makes sense.
Hey, look who it is, huh?
Sorry to bother you.
Nah, it's fine.
I hope she wear his ass out too.
I was hoping that maybe you could help me find her because she's been gone so long. I'm beginning to. I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
That recording provided to GC1 by Lieutenant James Gordon of the Gotham PD. The contents are extremely graphic, and some of you may find it disturbing.
On blast.
Hey, Dad.
What?
I'm Maria Kyle's kid.
Just put down the gun, honey.
This is for my mother.
It's like, come on, Bats. Kind of could have let her have that. I swear sometimes I really be, and I know it's a movie, guys, but I really be thinking like, you dipshits, if I ran into Batman in like a dark alley or in a building or something, I would not try him. Hey.
My own flesh and blood, huh? You made me do this.
Aye, sis, aye, poke eye. He got a hold.
You don't have to be with him. You paid enough.
We still got to deal with the Riddler, though.
Don't you know you boys in blue work for me? I guess we don't all work for you. Goddamn rat. What'd you say? Enjoy your night at Blackgate, Carmines.
I'll spray paint your ass! What are you doing? Where's the man? I didn't shoot! I didn't shoot!
I was getting ready to say, did he shoot him? I don't think that was him. Shit.
Bring him into the light.
That's Morse code.
And you'll find where I'm at.
Michelle, keep him up there! Hey, nobody get down!
So basically, he just wanted to identify the rat, bring him to the public so he could kill him. I'm sorry, but I don't know if I'd fuck with this Riddler. This Riddler is kind of, I don't know. I'll talk about it after when we get to the breakdown of this, but this movie reminds me of something.
He's been here this whole time.
Lieutenant. Yeah.
Lieutenant, we got a witness here. Says she saw someone come down the fire escape right after the shot. She said he went into the corner.
Police! Hands up! Put your goddamn hands up, you son of a bitch!
I just ordered a slice of pumpkin pie.
Stay still!
You guys, I think we're in the home stretch here.
Hey, Lieutenant, what about chain of evidence? He's wearing gloves. Friday, July 16th. My life has been a cruel riddle I could not solve. The empty promise they sold to me. I know now what I must become. Jesus, I don't think that rat likes you, man. This one's not a rat.
What is it? What is it, man? It's a bat. Ugh. All right, so I knew it wasn't all rats. It sounded like Gizmo from Gremlins. And I was trying to figure out what it was. So I guess it makes sense as a bat.
This isn't over.
He's been posting all kinds of shit online. He's got like 500 followers.
Only 500? Psych. Shit, he put it together.
I think I'm his last target. Maybe this is all coming to an end. What is? The Batman. Riddler's asking for you at Arkham.
He looked creepy as fuck.
Told you I'd see you in hell. What do you want from me?
I've been invisible my whole life.
I guess I won't be anymore, will I? They'll remember both of us. Bruce Wayne. You know, I was there that day. The day the great Thomas Wayne announced he was running for mayor, made all those promises. Well, a week later, he was dead and everybody forgot about us. All they could talk about was poor Bruce Wayne, living in some tower, looking down on everyone with all that money. Let's talk about the billionaire with the lying dead daddy, because at least the money makes it go down easy. Bruce Wayne. He's the only one we didn't get. But we got the rest of them, didn't we?
So he doesn't know?
I'm looking at the real you right now. We've been doing this together. You're part of this. We didn't do anything together. We did. We're such a good team. We're not a team. You inspired me. You're out of your goddamn mind. You're a pathetic psychopath that died alone. No! A nobody! This is not how this was supposed to go. We could watch the whole thing together. Watch what? Everything! But you didn't figure it out. What have you done?
He's gonna blow up the political celebration. This Riddler is fucking nuts, man. I'm sorry, I can't hold it in. He's a nut job, and I love everything about it. And we're gonna talk about it after.
doing?
Martinez, shut the fuck up.
This will be my last post for a little while. You've seen Gotham's true face now. Together, we've unmasked it. Its perversion masquerading under the guise of renewal. The day of judgment is finally upon us. I've parked 7 vans all along the city's seawall. On the big night,
wow.
They will go boom.
It's already happening. Shit.
Evacuation will not be an option. It's time for the lies to finally end. False promises of renewal.
Now they will spend their last moments wondering, we need to sweep the building for explosives to get the mayor-elect out of here now. I can take it. Come.
And before I forget, before we get to the end, before I forget, that monologue that Riddler just gave, A+. A+. I see people doing that in their acting classes or film class. I see them reciting that.
I'll go calm down the crowd so we can get everyone in.
It's not safe for you here. We need to get you out, Miss Real.
I'm not going anywhere. The problem with this city, everyone's afraid to stand up and do the right thing, but I'm not. Excuse me.
Ma'am.
Preach, sis. Say that shit. Run, 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 run. Damn, he got her. Yeah. I was getting ready to say, where's the rest of the cops? I know they're in the middle of a crisis right now, but don't nobody else see all these shooters, these active shooters with guns, just blasting into the crowd? Come on, Selena, go get your man. Did he get shot? Did it penetrate?
Take it easy.
Uh-oh. That was a guy from the memorial.
I'm vengeance.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that, but I was like, Jesus, now what's going on? All right, so I think we're coming to an end. There's still some wrap up that needs to happen, but yeah, more to come.
And lawlessness will be rampant, and some will seize the chance to grab everything they can. I have had an effect here, but not the one I intended. Vengeance won't change the past. I have to become more. People need hope.
One day you're on top, the next you're a clown. Hey, 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 don't be sad. You did so well. Who are you? Riddle me this. The less of them you have, the more one is worth.
Chances. I'm guessing chances. Ah, a friend. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
You're leaving.
Don't you ever just say hello. With Carmine gone, it's only gonna get worse for you. The bat and the cat. It's got a nice ring. You're already spoken for. You should go.
Selena, take care of yourself.
You guys, sorry I'm so quiet. I've actually I'm really into this movie, so which normally when we're doing reactions I'm really into it, but this one in particular I'm just paying attention to a lot of stuff, so I know there's going to be periods of long silences, so sorry. There's a nice shot also of them going their separate ways, but they'll be back. Wow. All right, so that was Matt Reeves, The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz. We had Andy Serkis. We got Jeffrey Wright. There's so many different people who are in this movie. Colin Farrell, which there's just so much to discuss here. I'm actually going to try to keep this really quick because I know myself. I can probably talk about this movie for the next 48 hours. Like, I'm so not kidding. There was just so much in this story, and you see me looking down right now. It's because I got my computer. I just want to take a look at a couple of things before we jump into this, because again, I want to make sure I do capture the main points of what I want to say, but I want to make sure we give this a good breakdown. All right, so The Batman, written, directed, Matt Reeves. Okay. I'm going to start with my likes for this movie. First things first. Papa freaks out. No, I'm just playing. Just first things first, though. The movie itself, just the tone of it. I really got drawn in and sucked in really quickly. I don't know what it is about DC properties. I've always had it in my mind that DC properties were a little bit darker than what Marvel had, and specifically when it comes to Batman, I know that when he basically hit the screens, you know, it was light, airy, funny, and then Tim Burton kind of came along and kind of darkened it up just a little bit, but not enough to alienate the audience. And then of course you had the ones that followed, and then we got a new Dark Knight with Christian Bale, and I'll be honest, I enjoyed the movies, but I enjoyed the movies kind of like, I take that back. I enjoyed the movies like, but I enjoyed Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker in part 3 the most. And then, of course, you know, you factor in Tom Hardy in part 2. So I'm going all over the place. Anyway, Heath Ledger's performance, and then you've got Tom Hardy's performance in part 3. And then we jump to Batman versus Superman, and then the Justice League. Enjoyed the movies, but Batman was not my favorite character in those movies. To now come to this shit right here, this was all the way G. I always kind of wanted to see the darker version of Batman kind of portrayed on screen. That period, which is year 1, year 2, of course, if you're a fan of the comics, of where he wasn't always on the path of sanity, I guess I'll say. So in this one, I really like seeing him kind of like, I don't want to call it his lower, but you know, just kind of starting out and just kind of like understanding that the example that he's setting, you're doing a good thing, you think you're doing a good thing, but people are looking at it and thinking they're using whatever reason they have in their head to basically excuse bad activities. I'm trying to be very careful with my words here. So I really enjoyed that throughout this movie, you see Batman's presence and what he means to the community, how they look at him. You see that reflected in Selena. You see that reflected in the Riddler and his minions. So I really enjoyed that aspect. The performances, Robert Pattinson, I will say there's a joke that kind of runs in our family. We can tell when you were born by which Batman you call yours. Michael Keaton's my Batman because, and you can kind of figure it out, I was born in the 80s. But Robert Pattinson has made the list now. He's made the list. I actually really enjoyed this performance. from him. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, mwah. Selena Kyle, perfecto. Colin Farrell as Oswald Cobblepot, or the Penguin. Again, amazed, but I'm mostly amazed by that prosthetic job. I want to know how they did that so bad, and I'm probably going to have to go back and look at a bunch of behind the scenes footage, but that's just an amazing job. Commissioner Gordon, Jeffrey Wright, Andy Serkis as Alfred. The list goes on. Some great performances here. If I have to say my two favorite, I guess if you want to call them monologues from the film, or not monologues, how do I want to say it? There is one monologue that I really like, which was Paul Dano's monologue when he's talking to Bruce Wayne. Not Bruce Wayne. I'm all over the place, mind you guys. It's really late at night. But when he's talking to Batman, that monologue he gave, I'm going to have to go back and listen to it, but I thought that was perfectly written and perfectly executed by Paul Dano. And then the scene between Alfred and Bruce, when Alfred's in the hospital, I thought that was a really nice moment. And if I have two moments that I'm probably really going to remember from this movie, it's that combined with all the action. Again, that car chase, amazing. Were there any dislikes of this movie? I honestly can't really think of anything. I think sometimes the shots were a little bit longer than they needed to be, and I think some of the fight choreography, there were a couple of points where I could see them like pulling the punches a little bit, and I think if they probably would have taken a couple of frames out of it, maybe for every third frame remove one, I think that would have made it look a little bit more cohesive. But I'm just nitpicking at that point. It's really just nitpicking, honestly. Wow, the other thing that I really liked about this movie, I'm going to be honest, you guys, this was deep, and this is probably unlike any other Batman movie that I'd seen, because not for nothing, you guys, I was a little bit shook. I was kind of scared of Paul Dano as the Riddler. Matter of fact, this whole movie seems like a Batman movie that meets that meets Seven, that meets Saw. Like, this was very sinister. This was very dark, and I'm not gonna lie, it scared the shit out of me. His performance was really great. That scared the shit out of me, but just like the overall plan of what he wanted to do for Gotham City, take the city's disenfranchised and kind of put them in a position to take what's owed to them. And that right there, when you have the ability to radicalize large groups of people like that scares the shit out of me, because it's so unpredictable, and it does become a thing to where you're constantly looking over your shoulder, you're constantly fearful of something. And I think the reason I kind of relate to Batman, specifically Robert Pattinson in this performance, is do what you want to me. Like, I don't know why it's like that, but I'm never really scared for myself. I've never in my life been scared for myself. I'm always scared for my loved ones or my friends or the people around me. I'm gonna be fine at the end of the day, and even if I'm not, I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's never been that big of a deal with me. But you fuck with somebody in my family or one of my friends and I feel fear for them, then you need to run. So saying all that to say is, this was kind of scary. And I think that's what drew me in. I'm going to give this a rating, but first I do want to shout out my MVP for this particular movie, and this is really hard. I'm actually gonna give the MVP role to Carmine Falcone, because he did play everyone. He pretty much played the majority of people in this movie, you know, the majority of the characters. He played them like the harp from hell. Get where that comes from. But no, really great performance. And then overall, at the end of the day, he was winning by the time he died. I mean, it really didn't matter. Riddler was already on one, so it just kind of is what it is. On the Blerd meter, you guys, this is really tough to rate, because I know when I'm rating something, I try to take into consideration that there might be another movie just equally as fantastic or maybe slightly a bit better. And how am I going to rate that? I'm going to give this one oh shit, I really hate to do it. I'm going to give it an 8.5 on a Blerd meter. And the reason I'm just going to give it an 8.5 is really just to leave room for other movies or maybe even a sequel to this. I don't know if there's plans to make this like a franchise. They should though, because this is probably the most I've enjoyed a Batman movie since Tim Burton. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I might revisit this and maybe re-rank it a little bit later. I know I'm probably gonna watch this at least 4 or 5 more times before the week's out, because there was just so lot to consume here and I just want to pick up on a few other things. But again, you guys, I really love this movie. I really enjoyed this. Part of me is sad that I didn't get to watch it. So the other side of my filming space is actually a movie theater setup. So I've got a big screen, projector, all that stuff. And I kind of wish I would have watched it on there. So I am going to watch it again. But you guys, again, I can't say enough about this movie. Do me a favor. Hágame el favor. Drop down in the comments. Let me know, what was your favorite part about the Batman? Did you dig the performances? Or just, again, just say hi. Let us know you stopped by. Until next time, I'm your host, I'm Killer Cam with Blerd Up Reacts. We will see you on the next episode.